Due to the graphic nature of this program, listener discretion is advised.
Welcome back, Diecast OutKast, episode 29. Today we're going to do a 1982 Ford Bronco. This is a Hot Wheels casting from the Black Wall era. This one's going to be actually pretty laid back today. We're just going to do a paint, wheel swap, and put some new decals on it. Clean up the base a little bit. And I'll tell you, I am a sucker for this type of stripe situation with the yellows, oranges, reds against the black. That's one of my favorite combinations. And if you remember the van that I did a couple episodes back, well, that's where the motorcycle came from. I love it. I got a couple more castings like this Bronco, and you will see the motorcycle on future builds. So let's get this party started. I had two castings with the intention of doing both of them. That didn't happen, so I used the best parts off of each build and made one good one out of the two castings. Using the center punch here to punch out a little dip in the rivet. This will ensure that the drill bit will go in straight down the center. Oh, well, hell, I guess I'll get this one too while I'm at it. That little center punch has got a lot of force. I like to drill a pilot hole with a small drill bit first. Then we'll use this large drill bit and pop the head off that post so we can take the body from the base. I'm getting real excited with this big ass pile of parts here. Now we'll go ahead and take the bodies and put them in the citrus strip. Y'all don't be like me. Make sure you wear gloves when you do this. Cleaned off the body and put a set of wheels on it that I think would look real good with this Bronco. Except I hate these black wheels. I like these castings, they have a lot of nice detail to them. I had to get out my jeweler saw to make these wheels fit. I had to dig way deep down inside that base so we'd have enough clearance not to be rubbing on the body. There were a lot of cutting and filing involved. In the end, I think you'll agree that the stance looks perfect on this. So I poured some chrome ink out of my Mazel Tov pen and made these wheels shiny like they should have been. I'm going to have to dip these helping hands into the citrus strip. They look like lobster claws holding those wheels on. So I put them away and let them dry for 2 days. Now I'm going to clean the bases with this lime away. Just got to put them in there for a couple minutes, then pull them out, clean them off, and they'll look just as good as new. This is a must-have product for anybody doing a restoration. Clean the bases with the wire brush. And then I painted the interior. I just used a primer red. It kind of reminds me of the maroon that was in these old Broncos back in the day. Poured some more ink out on the old chrome pen and brushed on the bumpers. So now after prepping the body, we're going to flat black it with some Rust-Oleum in a can. Then we're going to put a couple of coats of pearlized black. This will give us that little bit extra sparkle that we need to make it pop. And I highly recommend these Createx paints. I haven't found one that I wasn't happy with yet. The Createx will make a satin look, so you'll have to clear it. And I really like using the 2K urethane clear, which is a 4:1 ratio mix. Added a small amount of copper pearl for that extra sparkle. I thought this would complement and contrast with the yellow and orange decals. Now we're going to mix up a little bit of JB Weld so we can secure the axles in place for the wheels. They make reproduction decals from Second Chance Red Lines. If you guys get a chance, check them out. I've bought I don't know how many different sets, and I've been pretty pleased with all of them. Check out their Facebook page. They're always posting new stuff. I absolutely love it. I didn't have any microsol or microset or anything like that, so I just used water, did it the old-fashioned way. Just keep in mind that you need to wait and let this completely dry for at least a day, maybe 2 days, before you clear over this. I learned that the hard way multiple times because I'm stupid. This is too small to be a motorcycle, so I'm going to call it a Rup from the 70s. I love mini bikes. And here's the body cleared with the 2K urethane automotive clear coat and the decals. You can barely see the sparkle, but in the sun and in person, it's beautiful. So I took the top, did some work to it, gave it a little sand, then I gave it a little paint, and then I put my lamps on it to dry the paint, and it melted, so I had to order a new one. Alright, now here's what we started with. 1982 Bronco, black wall Hot Wheels. If you like what you see, please subscribe, comment, give me a thumbs up. Let me know what you think. And here she is, all nice, shiny, new paint, lots of details, chrome wheels, and that sweet mini bike on the back. Like I said, this is a pretty easy laid back restoration, but I really like the casting and the color combination, so I decided to do it. That's what I like. Stay tuned, because after the video I have a special announcement that you guys need to hear. You're going to be excited for what's coming up. Since everybody's doing it, here's a couple glamour shots. And don't forget, you can catch me on YouTube, Instagram, and Snapchat. Stay tuned for some sweet announcements.
Hope you're ready for the next episode. Hey.
Greetings, everyone. This is Time Rider on behalf of the Three Blind Mice. And this is the official announcement of the Grand Prix Invitational. George picked this casting, and I asked him if he wanted to call the project something new, and he said Invitational's fine. We hope that we have a nice turnout for the build, which will be published on December 21st. If you plan on joining us in December, please post here now or email us now. If you already told us and your name does not appear in the list scrolled across the screen, I can only apologize. I am over 60. Also, one of our objectives here is to try to pick castings that aren't too hard to come by and don't generally cost too much. We take turns, and George picked this Pontiac, and Paul has already selected a casting for January. So we decided to show you now so you can start looking through your collections or find one online at the best possible price. For January, our project will be the Hot Wheels X-Men Nova. So if you want to play in the new year, start looking now. We'll make an official announcement after the December project, and you can let us know at that time if you plan to participate. For now, we hope you'll join us for the Grand Prix Invitational.